Welcome. In this VR experience, you'll be exploring the environment depicted in Jacques Louis David's neoclassical painting, Oath of the Horatii. Take a look at the painting in this space. When you're ready for some more information, look at the question mark. Oath of the Horatii was painted in 1784 by the French painter Jacques Louis David. The image depicts a moment from a Roman legend. In the story, a conflict between Romans and a group from Alba is settled by avoiding a full-scale war. They agree to elect 3 brothers as representatives from each side to fight to the death. The Romans choose the Horatii brothers, and the Albans choose the Horatii brothers. The sole survivor deems his side the victor. This painting shows 3 Horatii brothers swearing an oath to defend Rome to the death. The women in the painting express tremendous grief. One of the women, Camilla, is a sister of the Horatii brothers and is also engaged to an opposing Horatii brother. An additional woman not pictured is the inverse, being married to a Horatii brother and sister to the Horatii. No matter the outcome, they will lose a loved one. In the end of this story, the Horatii are victorious with one sole survivor, Publius. However, after being condemned by Camilla for the murder of her betrothed, he kills his sister in the name of Rome. The lighting serves an interesting element in this painting with specifically crafted shadows and angles. Note how it moves the eye around the space, using the figure's cast shadow to lead to the grief of the women, and the sharp angle on the arch's facade serving a similar function of bringing the gaze to their lower position. When you're ready to enter the 3D environment, approach the pedestal and look at the plaque. The painting will transform itself to where you stand. You made it. Take a moment to orient yourself in the space. Imagine David's viewpoint and try to navigate yourself to that spot eventually. Take your time to observe the space, and when you're ready, look at the hand symbol to interact with the space. Before you explore interactively, let's go over the controls. You will have 2 hand controls which look like this. Take a moment to observe the controls, mainly the trigger button, shown with the red arrow, and the grip buttons near the palm of your hand on the sides of the remote, with the blue arrow. The controls will be explained shortly. Go ahead and pick them up, and be sure that the controller with the R is in the right hand. These are the right-hand controls. Use the grip buttons to pick up the floating yellow arrow in space. When your controller touches the arrow, squeeze and hold the grip buttons, and the object stays in your hand. Just let go of the buttons to let go of the object. You can only pick up the yellow arrow and the yellow bar. These are lights. The yellow arrow controls the direction the light is pointing. The yellow bar acts like a candle. Experiment with different ways they light the space. If you touch and hold the thumb pad, imagine David's viewpoint and rotate your hand yourself to that like spot checking a watch. You'll see the original image pop up. And when you're ready, look at the hand lift your thumb from the pad to make it disappear. These are the left-hand controls. Squeeze and hold the trigger on the left controller. Now look up at the ceiling and move the controller up. You'll notice the space morphed in the direction you moved. Let go of the trigger to keep the space like that, and repeat the process to manipulate it again. This time, move the controller towards the empty space away from the people. Now the space gets deeper. Experiment with this control to manipulate the space however you like. Take a moment and play with the controls. Observe the lighting in this scene and check the original image. Can you try to match the lights? Try to remember the shadows David uses as hints. Explore, play, and enjoy.